Hey, welcome back, everyone. How's it going? Everyone have a good lunch? Everyone having a good time? Awesome. Well, thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking with us for the final afternoon of this year's LeWeb 2013 here in London. So we've all had our lunch, we've all eaten, and that's great because our next startup that we're going to showcase is actually a food-related startup. It's going to be part of a continuation of showcase of startups that are doing interesting things with the sharing economy, taking existing examples of where people are sharing and using technology and the affordances of the platforms to be able to bring new concepts like trust, reputation, and reduce friction. So as I said, the first up is Marieke Hart. She is the co-founder of Shareyourmeal. Please welcome her on stage.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Marieke. I'm from the Netherlands, and I founded Shareyourmeal.net a little over a year ago. As most of us here, I believe in the power of sharing. I also believe there is an unforgotten reason for sharing, and I would like to tell you about it. My story begins with our next-door neighbor, Genelva, who loves to cook. At least, that's what we assumed based on the delicious smells coming from her kitchen whenever she was cooking. Now let me introduce my husband, Jan Tij, who loves to eat. Often he looked at me regretfully when he saw what I had prepared for him on his plate while smelling whatever was simmering in Genelva's kitchen at that very moment. So we went and asked Genelva if she would share her food with us. It was a little awkward at first, standing there at our front door. But luckily for us, she reacted with great enthusiasm. So that next Saturday, we walked over to her front door and returned home after a lovely chat with some delicious pumpkin soup. We were actually eating a homemade meal without having to cook ourselves. But far more important, we realized that for the first time in 3 years, we actually talked to the people living right next door to us. While enjoying Genelva's pumpkin soup, we discovered that sharing food is a great way of getting to know your neighbors. And that evening, no leftovers were trashed in the waste bin, as was the case in most evenings, because cooking for more people is more efficient, so less food is wasted. We were so passionate about sharing food that we decided to build an online platform to enable people all over the Netherlands and abroad to do it. Shareyourmeal.net. That was over a year ago, a little over a year ago. Now, over 40,000 people share meals with their neighbors through our platform. And we're experiencing exponential growth. Every evening, around 400 strangers stand in the kitchen of one of their neighbors to share food. We never expected when we started that in the first year alone, over 100,000 meals would be shared. Sharing is contagious. More and more people catch the sharing bug every day. And as several speakers pointed out, there are some key drivers behind the sharing economy. Economic depression, people have less trust in big companies, there's an increasing awareness of environmental concerns, a growing need for local community, more we and less me, me, me. And of course, online technology, which enables trust between strangers and matches supply and demand with an efficiency never before encountered in history. But I believe there's more to the power of sharing. Even when the economy picks up and our planet is saved, sharing will still be big. There's a basic psychology behind sharing that's so counterintuitive that we tend to forget it. And it's actually quite simple. Sharing makes you happy. For years and years, people thought that they would get happy from owning a lot of stuff, a big house, an expensive car, but I believe our generation is more focused on doing something meaningful. The mere act of sharing can really brighten your day. In the case of our home cooks, being able to contribute something meaningful to someone else by sharing their passion for cooking The satisfaction they get from all the thank yous, the unexpected meetings with new people, and for our foodies, of course, being able to enjoy that delicious meal that you could not have prepared yourself. One of our home cooks, Kim, sent me an email. She says, sharing food guarantees a positive day. I cook for my neighbors once a week, and I know even beforehand that that evening I will go to bed feeling happy. Our home cook, Stefan, he says, when neighbors come for their food, my kids, Jano and Luca, can't wait to open the door and invite them into our kitchen. I'm very proud of them when I see how much they enjoy being hospitable towards neighbors. Or Ilana, a Russian home cook living in the Netherlands for 13 years. She says, for the first time I actually feel at home here, because I can contribute to my community and get to know people. She was able to reduce her antidepressants after cooking for her neighbors for only 3 months. Whoa, talk about the power of sharing. Sharing makes you happy. I will go one step further. Even thinking about sharing makes you happy. When you think about sharing, the reward system of your brain is activated and that lovely chemical dopamine is released. The same stuff your body creates when you're having sex, your brain creates when you're having sex. So if we all spend the next minute thinking of all the things we will share this coming week, we can leave this room with a big smile on our faces. Thank you very much.